see one of my channel viewers, May-centric, has a question regarding appliances and such in the RambleLance, and I realized I don't have a full tour. You guys have seen little bits of what I've done in the van, but no full tour or van tour as you always see on YouTube yet. So I figured bright and early this morning I would do it. It's just going to be a brief thing to show off what is in the ambulance and how I get along with staying in it. It should be noted that I'm lucky because I stay near my work. I have access to showers and facilities right here at work, and so I don't have to have many of the things that one would require if they were full-time stealth camping or boondocking. But I have most everything, and so let's get this on and I'll show you what I got. I'll start with the entryway. As you see, the door, it looks like it's blocked, but it's only partially blocked, about 4 inches, and it still leaves a standard door width to open. The refrigerator over here is slid out. I have a little slider that I've built built as a base for the refrigerator, so I can pull it all the way out, open it up, and use what I need. Just above it is my storage for cooking supplies and other things. You can see a egg storage crate in there. I also have some bird food because we have a lot of crows around where I stay most of the time, and I throw that out there every so often just so I can see them. And aside to the fridge, get over here, is the pass-through door that goes to the front. Those are little pieces of duct tape I have as a privacy flap over the pull hole to open the door. So you can see right there's the hole to the front, and the cable coming through is actually the radio antenna for my ham radio. I enjoy ham. It's something to do in the evenings, and it's kind of fun. Up below that is the porta potty, just in case one has a poo emergency. Otherwise, you know, I have, like I said, I have toilets and such here at work I can use. I have a fire extinguisher. I would recommend keeping a 5-pound fire extinguisher, such as this one, with you. Lord knows what might happen along the road. I actually spent my last one on a truck fire. I was going down the road, and a truck that was beside me had a brake fire. I pulled the driver over and put out the fire on his brakes, and we both went on our happy way. This is almost essential. This is a folding table, so that you can pop up a table anytime you want it, and it really works nicely. These are, I've seen wooden versions. I would try to put it out, but one-handed, that's almost impossible. It folds out to a nice table. It easily stores, doesn't take up much space, so I keep it right over here. 5-gallon gas can. Obviously, one can use the facilities at work, but the combination of a transmission funnel and a gas can makes a nice little emergency urinal if you need it in the middle of the night. Something that a lot of people probably don't talk about with living in a van. Up here, it currently has a catch-all basket in it, but I do have a sink with running water. I have a pump and a freshwater tank just under here. It's accessible from the outside. This is my stove. It's a 2-burner stove. Works great. Cook many meals on that. And you see, there's things stuck to it. Magnets are your friend. You can get these little discs and at different shapes. Here's one that's rectangular, and stick them to different things, and it's a great way to store small items that you frequently use in the van. Up here is my voltage display. Right now it's 13.8. I have the motor running, and it's always good to monitor your voltage. Now next, moving down, is the Mr. Buddy heater. This is the big buddy, and so at night I actually just leave it with a pilot light on. That's plenty of heat to take the chill off during the night, at least in the temperate climate of California. Right now I'm warming it up. It's actually too warm. We're going to shut her off. It is 83 degrees in here right at the moment, so it doesn't take much at all to warm this place up. These heaters are great. You can use them indoors. I have carbon monoxide detectors just in case something goes sideways. Right here, well, obviously another phone or camera magnetic mount, and behind that is the inverter that I have. It's a 3,000 watt inverter. Not a pure sine, but it was affordable at the time. This is the closet area, which will eventually get built in with my dirty clothes rack or dirty clothes bag hanging there. I'm building this as I go, trying to figure out exactly where I want everything, and I think the closet's going to stay on that side just to balance weight out, because the closet's a fairly light or not heavily loaded area, so it's sitting there. I have an emergency light in case something goes sideways and I need light. I can just reach over and turn that on. And again, the carbon monoxide detector. Rotating back around, we have the fan that I just installed a month or so ago. Works great for evacuating or exhausting smoke, or just getting heat out of the van. And the bed that I just built last weekend, I keep a really heavy blanket over the top of the bed. It's almost like a pillow top for me, and it also works as a curtain to hide all the storage underneath, including my little generator. And then going counterclockwise, I have a television, which during looks like I'm pushing her in the face. During transit, it goes to the side, and I have a bungee that holds it. Eventually, this too will get completely enclosed, so I can open up a door, which will fold down and become a table, and will expose the television. Beneath that, I don't know if you can see up in there, I have a small computer that I converted to 12 volt, and I can use the TV as a monitor as well. This table used to be a cover box for the inverter and electrical area here, which was back by where the toilet currently is. I moved that out of there because it was just taking up too much space and didn't do anything for me. So I saved this little lid and the hinge that it went on, and put it up as a table with one leg. That, again, temporary until I figure out exactly how I'm going to do storage on this side of the vehicle. And then I have a jump seat, which is actually a seat out of a van conversion, which it's super nice because, hold on, bear with me, you can rotate it. There's a little handle, and so I can rotate it around and then use this space for the keyboard of my computer, and I can work on the computer via the monitor. And that's pretty much it. That's the RambleLance in its current state. As you see, none of the walls are paneled yet, and once I figure out whether I'm going to do wood paneling or some sort of easy to clean panel, they will remain this way. That I have to complete the wiring because that's a mess. But that's the RambleLance in a nutshell. Thanks for asking. This is for Maze Centric. Take care, buddy.